Howdy y'all, Coach Corey with Xtra Mile Fitness, and I'm joined today by
Dr. Nathan Heimgartner from Spinal St. Louis. Corey, our society now, we spend so much time on phones and computers and tablets, and we end up with this posture. What can we do to correct that posture? What are some stretches and some exercises?
I love this because a lot of us, even if we don't intend to sit poorly, we just naturally start hunching over, and what actually happens is not only do we get poor posture, but we actually start to turn off those muscles on the anterior side of our body, which then lead to more issues, as you and I both see often, down the road. So what we like to see, whether, again, at the end of a long day, maybe even part of a morning routine if we're looking to mix it up, or especially before we go into a heavy upper body strength program, is this little routine we'll walk through now. So what we'd like to start is down in that cat-cow, and some of these movements will look familiar if you've been following what we've been posting, because these are things we should be doing on a regular basis. So what he's going to do is set up with shoulder and wrist in a straight line. He's just going to sink his chest to the ground, and then he's going to try to get the biggest stretch to the sky, going vertebrae by vertebrae and tucking that chin. What I would love to see is just hang out here, and you notice he gets a pretty significant arch in that back. There's a good chance if you've been sitting for many, many years that you won't have this off the bat. That's okay. Let's start where we're at and just every day push that limit a little bit to get that flexion and extension in that upper back. So what I'd like to see is about 10 of these where he's going to drop down to his belly in what we call our scorpion or our scorpion chest opener. He's going to make a T with his body. And what he's going to do is try to reach his foot up to that opposite hand. And you can see his foot's touching the ground, and then he can just gently raise that hand up to get a good pec stretch. And he's going to just rotate side to side. And the beautiful thing with this stretch is it can be used for different things. If your low back is tight from sitting, he can focus on bringing that foot up a little higher and a little higher. If that chest is tight, which so many of us have, he can work on either A, pushing up onto that shoulder with that hand on the ground like he's doing there, or he can raise it up in the air to open up that chest a little more. So say he did 10 cat-cows, 10 of these scorpion. Now we've got a good stretch in that upper body. So we're going to go to two of our favorite activation drills that Dr. Nathan uses at his office, we use here at the gym. The first is a simple face pull. So you want a thin band, and you want to place it about at forehead height. So for us average people, will be much lower than Dr. Nathan. And all he's going to do is pull to about the bridge of his nose. And notice his elbows flare out, and then he's going to extend forward. So this isn't something that should be uber strenuous, because what we want to pay attention to is that our traps don't shift up to his ears. It's common. Do you want to show one of those? Where when people pull, their traps are so fired up from sitting and playing on their tablets all day, they shrug up to their ears. So really focus on keeping those traps pulled down, elbows flared out, just pulling back towards your face. What I would love to see is about 15 of those right into 15 of our lat pull downs. And what we're going to do here is maybe a little thicker band, but if you only have one, use the same. He's going to bend over slightly, and all he's going to do is keep his arms next to his body and pull that band towards his chest. So notice he's again keeping his shoulders relaxed. He's really focused on that movement coming from those lats and that upper, that kind of that side part of his back. So again, maybe 15 of our face pulls, 15 of these lats, and 2 to 3 of those sets done a couple of times a week. You'll notice that you have better movement in that upper body and also just building some simple strength. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Thank you.
So again, if you have any questions, reach out to us here at Xtra Mile Fitness or Dr. Nathan at Spinal Care of St. Louis. We'd love to help you feel better and thrive in your everyday life.